Hello everybody, it's Angela from Create for Living, embracing creativity and living life to the full. Let's go. Right, today I'm very excited. I'm going to be unboxing this brand new bullet journal from Dingbats Notebooks. I'm very excited to show it to you because I'm eager to start my 2019 setup in this journal, and I've been waiting so that I could film this unboxing for you to show you what this is like. But before we get on to that, I just want to show you a quick flick through on my previous journals. Because I'm new to this channel, I thought it'd be fun for you to see a little bit of my bullet journal history, which, as you can see, I've used lots and lots of different journals. So I started off with a traditional Leuchtturm. This is about my second or third journal that I used, and this is the Leuchtturm 1917, which I really liked. I enjoyed being able to create watercolor pages in this journal, and the pages, even though a little thinner than some other journals, held up really well because they have this beautiful coat on the pages. And so as you can see, I use lots of different medium in these journals. They have the advantage of being the traditional bullet journal, still come in dot grid, and have the numbered pages and extra features as well. So love that journal. Beautiful colors as well. They're quite a mix of colors that you can get, and of course with the two ribbons. They don't have a pen holder, which that comes standard. You have to buy that separately, which I never did. So I stayed in the Leuchtturm 1917. Loved the purple color, and again just enjoyed creating beautiful pages with different mediums, watercolor again, pen, and painting, and the paper just held up absolutely perfectly with all of those. So great notebooks. I really enjoy these notebooks. After that, I was looking for a good deal on Amazon, and these two notebooks came 2 for 1. I think it was the price for the two was pretty much less than what I paid for one of the Leuchtturm 1919. These are Limone notebooks. Their pages are much thicker, and so they really created a great sketch journal, opportunity to go wild with medium and not worry at all about anything going through. And so I had a little bit more freedom to use thick markers and just experiment with that. These pages were not numbered, and the dots in these are quite a bit bigger. The other thing that I found with these notebooks is, compared to the size of the Leuchtturm 1919, they're a little smaller, which for me was an advantage carrying my notebook in my handbag, but wasn't such a great thing in terms of size and creating on the page sometimes, especially with monthly spreads and that kind of thing. They only have one ribbon, but for value for money, these are brilliant. And if you're just starting out, highly recommend these notebooks as well. And I know a lot of people who just love them because of the thicker pages and the quality. The cover on these is probably my favorite cover out of most notebooks. It's just so soft. It's this soft leathery feel. So I really enjoyed those. I wanted to try the Scribbles that matter, and this is my current notebook that you will have seen on my previous video. My Scribbles that matter in purple, which is one of my favorite colors. And I'm using this as my work bullet journal this year. So I've been doing some of my teachers setup, and you've seen that previously on my last video. If not, have a look back on my channel. And what's good about this, it does come with some setup pages specifically for bullet journaling, and numbered pages as well. So that's a good all-round notebook. A lot of pages in here, and again, the thicker pages allow you to use maybe certain kinds of pens that you may not be able to use in other notebooks. So really happy with that for a work bullet journal. I don't want a lot of pages, but I wanted them to be able to stand sort of any pen I grabbed that I hadn't done a pen test. As you can see, that pen test page was blank, and I really wanted to have the pen holder because this is with me all the time at school. Okay, and then my personal bullet journal was my first Dingbats notebook, which is in the same collection as the one I'm about to go on to. So you can see I've loved this as a personal bullet journal for a lot of reasons. The cover is just gorgeous with this embossing and the debossing on the outside. This one in particular in the Earth collection is the Great Barrier Reef, and I visited Australia a few years ago with my husband who's Australian. So I just love the idea of being able to move into that. I also love blue, so this was my journal for last year. And again, I just had such joy creating in this bullet journal. I started in August, and you can see the thick pages just held up so beautifully to creating, and that theme inspired some really wonderful pages. So anything I wanted to do in this journal, I found that the pages were able to handle it, and it always just looked wonderful. And the other thing that I loved about this journal was the size. So just going back to my Scribbles That Matter, you can see it's slightly bigger. And against Limone, and against my well-loved Leuchtturm, it's much closer to the Scribbles That Matter, and the Leuchtturm are very, very similar in size. But the Dingbats Notebook is that little bit extra on either case, on the side there and on the side. It's about 1 centimeter on each side, a little less than a centimeter, about 1/2 centimeter on the top, about 1 centimeter on that end there. So I hope you can see that on the camera. All right, so it's a little walk down memory lane. So I'm going to be going to a similar notebook to this. This is another one in their collection. This is the Serengeti. So this was the Great Barrier Reef. I'm moving into the Serengeti Earth collection. I am South African, so the idea of doing African themed notebook is something that I'm very excited about. I'm also going to be visiting South Africa, having not been there for 6 years since I was married in 2013. So I'm really excited to draw some of the pictures of Africa that I miss in there. All right. Just before I launch into this, I just wanted to show you that I have got this year as well the Wildlife Collection notebook in A4. This was going on a special on Amazon for a very cheap price, and I wanted an A4 notebook, and so I've already started this with just some planning and organization things that I'm doing. And I was very, very excited that Dingbats actually featured this picture on the Dingbats Instagram page. It's a work in progress. I'm planning to use some watercolor and do like a dust effect, hopefully catch that on camera for you. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments and I'll get on with that. So yeah, some pages I've already shared on my Instagram page, Create for Living. Feel free to subscribe there if you want to see all that I'm doing. Okay, so this this notebook I'm going to use just to compare the different kinds of wildlife versus the Earth collection in Dingbats. So I believe the wildlife collection, even in the smaller sizes, it's very similar to this one. Alright, so first you'll notice that on the Earth collection, there again is this textured cover. Sorry, in the wildlife collection, this textured cover. Again, the embossing, you can get these in lots of different, fabulous, different animals. They have the stitching, which I think you can see there along the side, which the Earth collection does not. You'll see in a moment. And the other thing that the wildlife collection has is no numbered pages. It's not specifically for bullet journaling, and you may be able to tell they're perforated. All the pages are perforated, so you get that kind of kink there to be able to pull it off the page. I personally don't like having perforated pages throughout, but that can be useful if you're using it for like school journal or something like that. So I've had to go and number these pages, which I've done, pages that I've used. But all the other features are there, beautiful quality of the print inside, having the pen holder, and having a single ribbon on these as opposed to 2 ribbons. And you've still got the elastic band around the outside. Beautiful quality notebook, and actually having it in the larger A4 has been a lot of fun. Alright, I'm going to put that to the side and let's launch into my new notebook. Oh, I'm so excited. I've been wanting to do this for ages. Alright, are you ready?